Hi there, this is a really cool guitar solo by a band called High Noon. It's off their Stranger Things record. It's a song called Baby Slow Down. I think it has a lot of really cool rockabilly licks that are pretty crucial to know if you're going to be able to improvise in the style because of the way it follows the chord progressions. In a lot of ways, this is the perfect rockabilly guitar solo because the way it outlines the chords pretty much perfectly. And it's simple in its construction, but it's also effective. And you can hear the chord progression even without having somebody play the chord progression beneath it. You can tell, you can deduce what those chords would be. So it starts out on the 1 chord, and we're playing this little motif that's kind of got a little bit of a hook to it. It's on the B and E strings, so that's the 1st and 2nd string. Play those open together, and the guitar player in this band, he plays with the thumb pick, so I imagine he's probably pinching these, so playing 1 note with his thumb pick and then another note with the finger. But you could strum it too, like I'm sort of chicken picking it, but you could play it with all down strums. It doesn't really matter. Either way you do it, just make sure you do it consistently and it'll sound even and it'll be swell. So anyway, it starts on the first 2 strings open. Okay, and then we're going to this 2nd fret on the B string and playing the 1st string open again, and then the 4th fret on the B string, and then the 1st string open again, and then 5th fret. So we have basically on the 2nd string, it's open, 2nd, 4, 5. And then play those 2 notes together several times. Then that repeats. And then we're gonna add the 3rd to E, which would be the 4th fret G sharp note. So we have E at the 5th fret, and then G sharp at the 4th fret of the 1st string. And we're going to play those together 4 times. So slowly we have this. Okay, and then okay, so this next lick we're going, so that's just E and G sharp again. Okay, and then we're going to change to this shape, which would be like the 5 and the 7, so that would be A and F sharp. I like to play these with my first 2 fingers because it's easier to switch to the next shape, but you can do it however is comfortable to you. So that's just moving that up chromatically. So if we look at this, kind of look at the concept that's going on here. We started out down here. Okay, and what that is that's the root note and the 3rd. So we have basically a partial E chord, an E dyad. Okay, and then we're moving from this to this, which is also the, it's going to be the 3rd and the 5th of E, the E triad. So that's, we start out with the root and the 3rd. Then we have the 3rd up here, and then the 5th up here. So we're just kind of tracing that E chord and using this as a method to walk into that from 2 frets below. Okay, and then we're going to this, which would be the A and C sharp note. Or you could play it like this. Okay, and then we're just moving dyads diatonically down the scale. So we have B and D, A and C sharp, G sharp and B, F sharp and A. So that's 12 and 10, 10 and 9, 9 and 7, 7 and 5. Okay, and then it goes to the 4 chord. So next we're going to be on this shape. So that's going to be the 5th and the dominant 7th of the A chord. And remember before we were on this, which was the root and the 3rd of the E chord. And now we've changed it to this. We're playing over the 4 chord, A7. So notice how that G sharp note has changed to a G natural to accommodate that A7 chord. So we just play that a couple times, move it back a fret, and then back into it again. Okay, and then we're up here. And what that is the dominant 7th and 9th of A. So we've just done sort of an upper extension of that dominant idea. We've added a 9th. Okay, and then it goes back to the 1 chord, so we'd be on this 5 and 4, the root and 3rd of E again. And we just play it twice, go down a fret, back up, and then back up to this. Okay, and then we're on the 5 chord. Now when we played over the 4 chord, we did this, remember? 3 and 5. The 5 chord is just one full step up from that, so we're gonna do that, which is the same thing that we did down here, just a whole step higher. Okay, and then it goes up a fret, and then we're gonna be up here at 11 and 10, so that would be the A sharp and D note, and then A natural, C sharp. Because of that part in the background, it's going from a 5 to a sharp 5, back to a 5. So that's why we're going up a half step higher. Okay, and then this last lick is a killer. This is like my favorite lick of the whole thing. They actually do that again later in the song, but they do it an octave lower. So let's take a look at that. So we're on the 1 chord here again, so we're playing in an E position. So we have G sharp, G sharp, and then we have C sharp. Okay, and then F sharp, G, B. So we have 8, 9, 9, 7, 8, 7. Okay, then we're going to be on the 3rd string, D sharp at the 8th fret, E natural, and then 9th fret, G sharp note on the B string. So far we have this. Okay, and then it walks down to the 7th from the 9th fret, so it's... And that 7th is our tension note that resolves to the 3rd of the next chord. And that's why that works so well. Your mind can already hear that next chord coming in there when we go to that 7th. Okay, another notable lick in this tune is the main rhythm motif, which is something like this. So quickly, I'm going to go through this a little quicker than what we did the solo. That's just B, C sharp, D sharp, E, and then we're playing the E and G sharp here at the second and first fret of the D and G strings. And that repeats. Okay, and then we're moving these dyads here. Kind of diatonically through the scale. Okay, when it goes to the 4 chord, the A chord, he's up here using this shape, which would be basically this, what we did up here, the 7th and 9th, but we're an octave lower now. So we have, so that's going to be the G and B note, the dominant 7th and 9th of the A chord, then to this E note, which is functions as the 5, the A7 chord. Okay, and then it goes back down to the 1 chord, and then the 4 chord. Take that up a half step and then back down. Okay, and then you can end with that. However you want to play it. That's just this thing we did up here, but it's going in reverse, an octave lower. So you take a look at this. We have this, and then this, sort of the main, like, it's not a lick, it's more like just a sort of a modal idea. So that works over E. And this is going off the script a little bit here, but let's look at that in some different places. So we have E, okay, simple enough. All right, then we have A. Like if we wanted to do that same idea in A, it would be up here. R here. Okay, that's A. So what if we wanted to play it over a B chord, which in this case is our 5 chord? If you look at Albert Lee's playing, he's a king at using this idea. A lot of times he'll do, like he'll do this, but he'll do it as individual notes. Something like that. That's just kind of along the same lines, not exactly something he played necessarily, but like if you check out Fun Ranch Boogie, there's a lot of that in there. Actually, you'll see that all over the place as far as Albert Lee's playing goes. But that's all that is just based off of that little idea, that little motif. Taking that and getting the most mileage that you can out of it, and that's just a basic rockabilly idea. There's another way you could play that too. So we looked at this. We could play it up here. So that's instead of down here, we're playing it on the B and G strings, which would be the 9th fretboard. So that's our E and G sharp. Same notes as these, except we're doing a different fingering now because we're on the B and G strings. Okay, and then it's this. And you can see how when you get to this last 13 and 12, that just relates this E chord. It's just 2 notes. Okay, so let's see how we can get some more mileage out of that. So that's if we played on the over the E chord. So what if we wanted to play over A, but use that fingering? So now we have this. So it's just the same thing, except we're starting at A and C sharp. Okay. What if we wanted to play over B? Same thing, just 2 frets higher. All right, so let's kind of look at just a basic made-up solo. I'm going to play over this. This is our chord progression. So that's just kind of running through that basic idea in a very rudimentary, basic way, playing over a chord progression. And that's similar to what was going on in Baby Slow Down. So take a look at that again, and let's look at it in the context of what we just learned. Four chord, one chord, 5 chord, all cool stuff. One last thing and we'll close out this video. I told you that there's a part in the song where it does that little swing lick, an octave lower. Let's take a look at that. So that's just the same thing, starting here at G sharp, so 5 and 6 on the D string, and then 6th fret C sharp note on the G string. Then we have F sharp, G natural, B. Okay, and then we're going to do D sharp and E, and then G sharp at the 6th fret of the 4th string. Okay, and then we're going to walk down from the root to the dominant 7th. So that would be the 7th, 6th, and 5th fret. And then you can hear that 7th. That's going to resolve to this 3rd of the A chord, which in this context is the 4 chord. So let's take a look at that again. Anyway, if you're not familiar with High Noon, check out their album Stranger Things. It's just a total masterpiece. One of the best rockabilly albums out there, and when I discovered it, I couldn't quit listening to it. There's just a treasure trove of great guitar playing and just musicianship on that record. It's just, it can't be I can't state it enough how amazing of a record that is. So yeah, Stranger Things by High Noon. Check it out and give it a spin. I'll talk to you later. Bye.